many people know about the White Dress Project?
The White Dress Project is a nonprofit advocacy group dedicated to raising awareness of uterine fibroids and the impact of this serious medical condition on women around the world.
I'm Tanika Gray-Valbrun, and I am the founder of the White Dress Project, and I turned my pain into a movement.
It's a movement powered by empowering women with fibroids, endometriosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, and various reproductive health concerns.
I have suffered with fibroids from probably the age of 14 or 15, and I've always had really heavy periods, bloating, just excruciating pain. So I never wore any white clothing. I would always bring a bag with me with extra pads, extra leggings, a second pair of underwear. It was just always my life. So I started the White Dress Project because I wanted to have community. After my first surgery, 27 fibroids were removed. I said I didn't understand why people weren't talking about it, no walks, no runs, no legislation. So I wanted to do something about that.
90% of Black women and 70% of white women will be diagnosed with fibroids by the age of 50.
When I found out I had fibroids, it was too late and I had to have surgery, but I had no idea that my mother, my granny, and everybody else had them too back in the day, and they had to go through surgery as well. So if we would have talked about it before, maybe it could have prevented me from having to get my stomach cut open.
The White Dress Project has been breaking the silence around fibroids for more than a decade, advocating for uterine health and research alongside fibroid warriors like Black Panther actress Lupita Nyong'o and members of the Congressional Black Caucus on Capitol Hill to call for changes to uterine health care.
Transformation begins with understanding, and understanding requires research. Let's start researching some female bodies.
The White Dress Project hosts countless events, including Dialogue with the Doctors, Taboo Talks, and The Night in White, which is a celebration of this supportive and healing community.
Tonight is about so much, y'all. It is about our health, both mental and physical. It's about our overall well-being.
One of our newest programming additions is the Empowered Patient Tour that took off in 2022. Since then, the tour has made stops in Charlotte, Nashville, Brooklyn, New York, Dallas, Los Angeles, Miami, Jackson, Mississippi, and New Orleans, before heading across the pond to the UK.
All the London girlies showed up!
This global outreach takes the White Dress Project experience on the road as we bring together medical professionals, patient advocates, and anyone looking for support and guidance on their fibroid journey.
What this has done is showed me that it's important for us as women, especially as women of color, to have experiences like these with one another, to connect with one another, to create communities that thrive together.
The White Dress Project is also pushing policy change at the state and federal levels, including the Stephanie Tubbs Jones Uterine Fibroid Research and Education Act, which will provide $150 million to the National Institute of Health to address the fibroids public health crisis.
Our healthcare is American healthcare. And until Black women's health is centered in the healthcare of our nation, we will continue to see the disparities.
The White Dress Project movement continues to grow as we raise awareness of research, treatment options, and empowering patients so that they can be their best advocate.
Just say it's empowering to know, to learn about our bodies.
I've just been blown away by everything I've learned from White Dress Project.
We are all about empowering women with fibroids to be fearless. Let's be clear. When you have fibroids, you don't feel comfortable wearing white. But we use it as a symbol of hope and a symbol of empowerment that together we will get through this.